Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Stranger Things Season 5 filming updates. We have another photo dump from the Ross Duffer Instagram page, and it's really exciting because we do have first look at a couple characters we haven't seen yet, and really kind of giving us more context as to where particular characters are lying and the story, where they're going to appear, and just everything in between. So it's exciting to see that we do have some more pictures, because we have been seeing a trend of new pictures and new information dropping at least every couple weeks or so. And so now we have these new pictures, and I can't wait to go through them with you guys and kind of give you my theories and thoughts about the season and just build up that hype even more. And here we are lying in wait for this next season, which we won't see until next year. I think that's more or less been confirmed. But anyways, let's jump into these pictures real quick and talk about them. So in this first picture, we have our first look at the return of Lucas and Max. Now, Max still seems to be in the hospital bed, but she's looking a lot better. But I mean, this could be in between filming, so she's not actually dressed up for the scene or anything. So we still don't really have a clear picture of her current state, how she's healing, how she's recovering from her attacks from Vecna and the Upside Down. Because, I mean, her body went through hell. She had multiple bones broken. She had, as far as I know, she had gone blind from the attack. And so to see them probably, I want to say, rehearsing this scene in the hospital room, so we get our first look back at these characters, and it's super exciting. But in the next one, we have another Max and Lucas thing where they're just holding hands, and this could very well be in the middle of filming, because we can see that Sadie Sink, who plays Max, is actually covered up with the blanket this go around. So probably in this scene, we're actually going to get a look at the state that she's in, if she's even conscious again, or if she's aware of what's going on. I mean, she was pretty destroyed at the end of last season, so I'm definitely curious to see how she's recovered, if she's recovered at all. Did she ever regain consciousness? Does she know where she's at? I mean, she could be also in a state of constant fear, having suffered this trauma from the Upside Down and the things that she went through. So I'm really excited to see what state Max is in, and just if at all she's recovered from the time in the Upside Down. Now, this next one, we have a cassette tape of Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. Now, Kate Bush is the one responsible for that Running Up the Hill song that was very much played throughout the last season. It's Max's favorite song, so this is probably that same cassette tape. I'm not familiar with Kate Bush or any of her work, really, so I can't really comment on it, but I want to say this is probably the same tape that she carried with her throughout the last season as she played this song over and over. It was kind of her song that gave her confidence. It grounded her when she was dealing with the Upside Down. It kind of gave her that strength when the first time I think that she went in there, that she was really to pull herself back. And also the boys, when they were helping her, they helped use this song to keep her grounded and just help her from getting sucked too far in. But this is very much Max's tape, so we can probably expect to hear that song, if not more, by Kate Bush in the next season. Moving on to the next one, we have a shot of Castle Byers. Now, if you don't recall, Castle Byers was actually destroyed by Will in kind of a fit of rage, as he's really just having trouble coming to grips with the fact that his friends are growing up, they're developing interests in girls, and this is how he's taking out his frustrations. He doesn't know how to cope with the fact that his friends are kind of moving on without him, and just being in relationships in general, and just discovering this other aspect of life that Will is not ready to really pursue, because I'm sure he's having trouble understanding what he's feeling inside and all that, and I'm sure he's also just having trouble letting go of his childhood, knowing everything that he does with his best friends, and just he loves being in that world. So you could really got to see a lot of that in previous seasons, where he just was not ready to let that part of his life go, and he went to a fit of rage and destroyed Castle Byers. So there has been a lot of speculation that any footage that we get of Castle Byers is probably in the Upside Down, but that also too was destroyed. So at some point or another, we're going to see this maybe rebuilt, but there's also still the talk of time travel, that we could go back before it was destroyed, but it's just not really sure what they're going to do with this. But I am definitely excited to see where they take this, if time travel is really on the table. So it should be interesting to see what direction they take all of it. This next one, we just have a shot out in the woods. Now we see the trees are wrapped up in those tendrils from the Upside Down. This could be a shot within the Upside Down, or this just could be out in the woods with tendrils wrapped around the trees, as the Upside Down began to spill into Hawkins at the end of last season. And there's been a lot of discussion of whether or not these tendrils are lying dormant, or what the situation is, but we can see that they're out in the woods. They're setting up these shots to possibly be in the Upside Down, or actually just be in Hawkins, and just set up for that particular shot. The next one, we have a crane set up. I can't really tell. This looks like a barn of some sorts. I'm not sure if this is a set that we have seen before. So it looks like they're just setting up with a lift and crane and everything to get this shot set up. We see the sun's going down or maybe even coming up, because we know that there can be long hours on the sets of TV shows and other productions to get the proper shots, get the proper time of day and this and that. So we got this shot with this barn. I don't recall this set, but this could also be out there on those pumpkin farms that we saw way back in season 2, so there's definitely that possibility with there. Now it looks to be that we have shots that were set up for the show. As they're going through them, they're marking them out. I'm not real sure what to really make of this one, because it looks like this has something to do with production of the show. I don't think this is anything that's actually within the show, but I could totally be wrong. This is the guys making their deductions, going through the list and doing their thing to figure out what they need to do to battle or deal with whatever threat is within Hawkins right now, including involving the Upside Down, because we just don't know the state of that yet. Then the last one, we have someone I'm not familiar with. This is someone on production, or maybe it's a new character within the show. It's probably just someone on production, but we have a couple of arcade games. So are they setting some of the arcade back up from previous seasons? Not real sure. I kind of doubt it, unless this is all being set up in sound stages, because I want to say that the building that they use for the arcade has pretty much gone unused since season 2. So we could say if they are doing any more video game setups, this is probably on a sound stage, or hell, this could just be very well a rec area for the cast and crew to kind of take a break in between shoots. Then this one, we've seen this before, were Ross victories. I'm not sure what this is really keeping track of, but apparently Ross is winning. And then the last one, we have another marble drop in the jar. We even have a Stranger Things season 5 LED light going on in the background there, and this is week 7 and 8 of shooting. And from what I understand, and I've kind of mentioned this in a previous video, this is going to take the entire year to shoot. So we definitely probably won't get this beginning or middle of next year. It looks like it could be towards the end of the year, which is really unfortunate because it's such a long wait, but I'm sure it will be worth the wait, because the Duffer Brothers are not going to mess around as far as production and the things that they're going to put into this story. But anyways, that is the latest photo dump, the latest filming updates for Season 5 of Stranger Things. Definitely excited, as always. I cannot wait for the show. I cannot wait for these characters' return to see where they are at, what kind of time jump we could possibly see, what is the deal with the tendrils and everything. Is the Upside Down active within Hawkins, or is it lying dormant, waiting for Vecna to kind of wake everything up and everything kind of spring into battle? But I guess that will do it. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Help me make that push to 1,000 subscribers this year. It would mean the world to me. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.